أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر. آمين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله آمين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Okay. I didn't wake up for Fajr, so I made up for it. Just in case you didn't know, you know now. You can always make up your prayers. You can always make up your prayers. Always. Don't be fooled. Hold on one second. Don't know what to do over there. So yeah, I know this life in the beginning of this life is very quiet. It's because I'm in my head. I'm meditating. I'm trying to get myself focused. And as much as I love you guys, as much as I do, I love Allah more. Stuff love. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. So whenever whenever you forget to do prayers, don't get it twisted. You can always make it up. Like, I was so butthurt because it was my day off and I didn't pray Fajr, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even working today. Why wouldn't I be able to do Fajr? You know? But yeah. Hey there, sugars and sweets. Good afternoon. It just turned 12. I need to be praying Dur in a little bit. I think in like 40 minutes, I assume. So if you think that you can't make up your fast, yes you can. Don't let them fool you. Yes you can. If you missed Fajr like I did, do it. You know what I'm saying? Just because you missed the timing of when you're supposed to do it, Allah sees you trying. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, in the past few days, it's kind of like my faith is like, because there's so much temptations, you know, there's so much people in my life that are not Muslim, you know, and there's a lot of people in my community that are Muslim. But to the ones that are Muslim, they decided to travel, and I totally understand. Like, to my friends, like, some of them are traveling with their families. Some of them are in Somalia. Some of them are in Seattle. Some of them are, like, traveling around the world, as they should, you know. It's Ramadan. But they do say that when you're traveling, that you don't have to fast because, you know, you're traveling and stuff. But, yeah. So sometimes, like, I have certain friends who be like, hey, what are you doing, Candy? And I'd be like, it's Ramadan for me. Like, I can't really do much. And then they just, like, it just kind of messes with me because I'm like, ugh. Because standing up for something you believe in while nobody else could understand you, or a lot of people might not understand you, it kind of like, it kind of strengthens you up. Like, okay, like right now, I'm literally taking this seriously, right? And some others may not. So when they see me, you know, they might be thinking like, well, at least I'm covered, you know. That's cool, sister. That's cool. But please add some prayer into it. Nothing stronger than salat. Nothing stronger than salat. So I'm no one to judge you. I'm no one to tell you how to do it. But I will tell you to try your best, because it kind of has been messing with me too. I'm like, oh, this is kind of like, I think I missed 3 days of fasting because I have my Muslim Pro. And in my Muslim Pro app, it'll tell me how many days I fasted and how many days and how many times that I pray. And I'm not a liar. I don't know about y'all, but I don't lie. So I was like, the first day I did not fast. I was in Tijuana. The second day I fasted. I think yesterday I didn't fast. Today I'm fasting. It's just like an on and off roller coaster. Today's the 8th day of Ramadan. I thought it was the 7th day, but today's the 8th day of Ramadan. And yeah, you know, I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. It is not easy. Like, I don't expect someone to do this easily, you know? Let me see here. My bad if I haven't been reading your comments. I've just been, you know. Where's the lady who does 2-hour lectures on how to raise kids? Me? Hi. You're welcome. Because obviously you're paying attention from the way your actions are all of a sudden has changed. So you're welcome. Have you have trees inside your home? How eco-friendly you are. Duh. Bravo, bravo. Thank you. She is praying. Yeah, maybe you should too. Maybe you'll feel a lot better if you pray. That way you don't have to be worried about whatever you've been worrying about. Baby oh change your show pic. My profile picture is me with the purple hijab. It will never be changed until I feel like I need to. Hello, looking nice, mashallah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What's I gonna say? Hey, Mr. Superman language. How about you have a good day? Yeah, bye. I like that. I get to decide who stays in my life. That's a powerful thing to do. That's a powerful thing to do, to decide who do you want for you to stay in your life. I got that type of power. I don't know about you guys. I don't wait until someone tries to get rid of me. I don't wait till someone tries to humiliate me. I don't wait for it. And mind you, there's times where you have no control what people do, but that's not going to be my go-to. I'm going to always have control over my life. I'm going to always have control who comes in and who comes out. And once I don't, then it definitely needs to be controlled. If that makes any sense. You know? I feel like I'm getting fat, but I don't know. I see my line come back. I don't know anymore. I feel bloated some days. I feel bloated some other days. I know I'm growing in other places. I don't want to talk about because I'm fasting right now. But I'm noticing I'm growing in certain places. And I'm like, bro, how is this possible? I thought women stopped growing, you know, at a certain age. Like stop growing their hormones or start growing their bodies in certain ways. But it seems like my body never seems to amaze me. I still catch myself growing in certain areas that I have no business growing. Like, how big does it need to get? But anyways, Ramadan Mubarak, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Ramadan. I hope everything is going swell. Don't be discouraged. If you missed the prayer, go make it up. If you don't want to pray, then that's between you and Allah. If you guys are just focusing on fasting, that's between you and Allah. But the only advice I can give, instead of judging, I'll just give you some advice. If it's really hard to fast and pray, how about you just focus on praying? You know, as much as you want to fast and do it too, but if your body's not used to it, Allah understands, you know. But I think the most important thing right now is prayer. If you ask me, I think prayer is more important than, well, not more important, but if you were to choose, I think by praying, it'd be more sufficient than fasting, because when you're fasting, you're doing it for the sake of Allah, right? But if all you're focusing is on fasting and not praying your salats, then how are you calling Allah? How are you worshiping Allah? Because we can all starve, brothers and sisters. We can all starve. We can starve for hours, days. We could starve because we might not have enough food for our own reasons. We can be starving, but to be praying is really the mission here. To be making salat is your mission. That is your mission, to be praying. That is your mission, to be praying, to get better. And I understand that as Muslims, we're supposed to be praying 5 times a day, every single day, not just in Ramadan. But it's still, take advantage of praying in this holy month, because your prayers will be answered. I promise you. Every single thing that I asked for Ramadan last year, the year before, whether I was struggling with my faith, barely doing Ramadan in general, but I still had my moments where I did take it seriously, especially the last 10 days of Ramadan is extremely important. That is kind of like Allah creating the last 10 days of Ramadan. That's kind of like helping those who couldn't fast that well, that there was struggling with their prayers. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even is merciful. Subhanallah, what a great topic. Not only is there a month of Ramadan to ask for forgiveness, to ask for things you want, to 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 get closer to Allah, but Allah makes it even easier, even more merciful by you taking it seriously on the last 10 days of Ramadan. Those last 10 days of Ramadan are very, how can I explain it? Because I don't want to make Ramadan not sound like it's not important either. But let's just say those last 10 days is merciful of Allah for us to like take it even more seriously. I don't know how to explain this. That's beautiful. So I might have like struggled in the last I say 2 years, not three. Last 2 years, I was kind of low key struggling it, because I was just I was with a bunch of galos. I wasn't even around Muslims. Like I used to be around Arabics and Somalians my whole life, but the past 2 to 3 years, I kind of was still in my Somali community. I was still with my Arabic community, but I wasn't as much. I was kind of chilling with the blacks and the Mexicans for the past 2 to 3 years, and it kind of threw me off. Despite them being in my life, I kind of let it control my life, you know and I lost myself, and everybody was watching me. Everybody was like, yo, Candy. One thing about Candy, despite her struggling with her faith and her deen, she would always be covered. Like she would always be covered. She'd be covered in a hookah lounge. She'd be covered, like she'll be covered, like she don't care. But the past 2 to 3 years, I wasn't really on the covering stage, and I myself resent that. But within those 2 3 years of wilding out, as much it was fun experience, and to show off my hair, my body, and go places like at Las Vegas and do things I've never done. I never been to Las Vegas, and do things I've never done before. It didn't satisfy my soul. Getting all that freedom and doing everything I wanted, it really didn't satisfy my soul. Like everybody wanted me till this day, but it didn't satisfy my soul. Having all these men on my jock did not satisfy my soul. Having, a man that, had a horrible, like just, it was like I was trying to paint a picture where the picture was already there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I gave too many chances to the wrong people. And I don't mean like chances after chances. I mean like I believed in them. I saw something and I wanted to fix it like Bob the Builder. You know what I'm saying? But that ended up destroying me inside, because that wasn't something I was supposed to do. I was supposed to, focus on me, but I put all my focus on other things. And I honestly do know that I was in love. I was experiencing a good time. I don't say I regret it, but it didn't satisfy me. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that. I don't regret the things I had to endure and go through so I can be in this type of predicament. But I will say that I wasn't satisfied with my soul. My body must have freaking loved it. Hey, I got to do things and feel things that I've never felt in my life. And then I got to be in crowds that I've never been in crowds with. Like I've never been to no concert. The hell, Chris Brown was lucky to see me. If anything, shoot, it wasn't the other way around. But what I'm saying is, like, I tried new things. I never went to Las Vegas. That man dragged me to go to Las Vegas with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never done things, and I tried it. So that way I can see, do you like this lifestyle? Do you want to be in this type of lifestyle? Or do you want to go back to what you know best? And mind you, it's addicting. Like being in the spotlight, doing like I even caught myself in a bikini. Like I have never worn a bikini in my life. And I wore my first bikini. things like that. I know you wore your first bikini in like when you were 12 or 13. Okay, well, cool. Well, that's you. I did not wear any of those type of clothes. It's like I was been so conservative. Like I'm very protective over myself. And that's because Allah's what the Allah only knows. But I do not like people touching me. I don't like people around me all the time. I don't like to show my, I don't like to be too available. I don't know, it's that's my personality. I just, you might not understand it because you don't really know me. But if you were to get to know me, I'm not I'm not easily I'm not easy. Period. I'm not easy. There's nothing easy about me. You trying to get me on the phone, that's not easy. You trying to see me in person, that's not easy. You trying to lay with me is not easy. You trying to have me submit is not easy. You trying to have me marry you is not easy. You asking me to have your kids is not easy. It's just everything about me will not come easy because I am worth it. I am worth it. I am worth a lot. And you, my friends and family, and everyone that knows me know this. Oh, you when you go to Candy's house, there's rules. I just want to let you know right now. You're gonna be cleaning. You're gonna be following rules. There's bedtimes. There's rules, and that makes me feel confident because with everyone else's house, there isn't. When every other people's lives, there is no rules and restrictions. It's like consume it all. Let's like sleep with them all. Let's have them all. And that's just not my, I'm not like that. I'm more of about quality instead of quantity. Because if you think about it, everyone's just trying to find a way easy. It's something easy, something that is easy for me. Ugh, I'm right there. We're not gonna be compatible because anything, nothing easy about me. I love a person to work hard. So they that way I know they deserve my presence. They deserve my time. They deserve my palabras. They deserve me. But I ain't gonna be doing too much of that deserving when everything comes easy to them. How would somebody, let's just give an example. How would somebody that everything comes easy to them, it's easy, how would they value you? How would they value you? You're easy. And guess what? Now that you're easy and they see somebody easier, then they're going to toss you to the side and go with somebody easier because a person's never going to be satisfied because they like the easy way out. Do you know how well it feels to know that being covered and fasting and praying at that? That's hard work because usually as Muslims, we're supposed to only pray and try our best to be in our deen and try our best to be good servants and try our best to be good to the community and to people. And now in this holy month, we're adding fasting. Oh yes, we're actually like extending our abilities at this point. We are doing the impossible because if it was so possible, even with me, everyone would be able to do it. Am I right? Everybody would sit here and be fasting. Am I right? Everybody would sit here and have a hijab in 80, 90 degrees weather. Am I right? But it's not, brothers and sisters. It's not. It's not easy to be a nun praying and not having intercourses with anybody because that's what nuns do. I don't know much about the Bible and Christians and Catholics. That's why, I don't say too much. I only say things that I think make sense to me or don't make sense to me. And I'm allowed to because it's my channel, it's my voice, it's my life. But with that being said, I also think that we don't give nuns a hard time. When nuns choose to go to church and stay and live there or be wherever they are and choose to cover and not have sexual intercourse, then tell me why is it so hard for you to accept Islam? Why is it so hard for you to accept a Muslim doing it? Why? Especially when you see a Muslim that did have intercourse. You've seen a Muslim that was turning up and drinking and smoking hookah. When you saw a Muslim who was really a sinner like all of us. I don't know about nuns, but I think that the only way you could be a nun is if you're born into church and you make a vow that you'll never have intercourse and you'll put your whole life into God. I think that's how you do it. If not, then I'm sorry. I thought that's how you do it. Or if I don't know. I don't think you could be a nun if you're not a virgin. I don't know if that's how it works, but I don't think so. I think the only way you can be a nun is if you're a virgin. So all those nuns that you see are virgins. They're virgins. So if that is such a powerful movement, if that is so well respected, if you see it in the movies, you see it in the world, and you're like, Alhamdulillah. Oh, well, you don't say that, but you're like, oh, that's a nun. Why do you guys see nuns and be like, it's a nun, she's a virgin? You freaks. Is that what it is? Because they're virgins? But let me tell you something. Whether they're virgins or not, that's only between them. Whether they're lying or not, that's only between them and God. Why do you give other people that are sinners, like all of us, right? And you see us trying to do better and you bash at people for that? I don't know if it's more easier to understand and comprehend when someone's a virgin that never did sins, and that's more of a, oh, that's so sweet, than someone that actually has a connection with you, sins like you, cries like you, bleeds like you, it does everything like you, but yet chooses. Now that is an accomplishment, if you ask me, because a nun wouldn't know what sex is. A nun wouldn't know that. So what would she be fighting? What I'm trying to say is a nun is purified. They don't know nothing about nothing because they gave their whole life, alhamdulillah, they give their whole life to Allah. Astaghfirullah. They give their whole life to their God. Cool. But to the people that did, I think that's very strong, because a nun doesn't know about intercourse. A nun doesn't know about drinking and smoking. A nun doesn't know about, partying in the clubs. A nun doesn't know about being in the streets. A nun doesn't even cuss. So therefore, what they don't know can't hurt them. What they did not experience, they will have a better chance in keeping up that that challenge, that lifestyle. But here with us sinners, with among sinners, and we choose to do this takes, that is harder. Because like I said, out of sight, out of mind. If you don't know, can't hurt you. So if she doesn't know about how it feels, then she's not going to crave it. If she doesn't know about drinking and smoking, then she's not going to crave it. If she's not going to know about partying out night or chilling with her friends in the house or in the clubs, then she's not going to crave it. So it's easier for them to be praying. It's easier for them to cover. It's easier for them. And especially because a nun lives in a church. They don't have to live in a house. The God is taking care of them. Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to worry about rent. They don't got to worry. The only thing they got to worry about is the demons. They literally are like saints, in a weird way. But what I'm trying to say is that it's not going to be harder for a nun to do this because she was already devoted her life to it. Meaning, like, she don't know much. She's a virgin. But to the people like us that was out here walling out, now that takes skills, because we're going against drinking, we're going against smoking hookah, we're going against laying with another person, we're going against what we do, our hobbies, what we've been doing, we're going against it. And that's harder, if you ask me, because we've been living in life with temptations. And whether we fell for them or we didn't, that was already hard for us to separate it from our beliefs, to choose our beliefs over what we are experienced. Now, I think that's hard. I think that's hard. Because like I said, I give respects to the nuns and all, just like y'all should be giving respect to us. But I don't know. I guess it doesn't fall in the same category. I guess because they're virgins and we're not. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. But we're human, and we did majority of what other people do, but we still chose Allah. Now that's determination. Now that is confidence. Now that is faith. You know, I don't want to say that I'm talking about nuns versus Muslims. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that the world will look at a nun and smile because of what? They're virgins. I don't know, with your pedophiles. But I just feel like whether they're virgins or not, whether they truthfully tell the truth or not, they wouldn't know too much if they're being, but then if they were raised in a church, they wouldn't really know much because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or their God, has kind of like protected them. But to all of us that experience these lifestyles, that experience these temptations, that actually are sinners, and for us to not want to be sinners anymore and to practice into being the servants that Allah wishes us to be, Now that is power. Now that is determination. Now that is worth bragging about. That is like, you think, like I told you guys in my other lives, do you think that my job, like whether they promote me and give me a raise or a reward, do you think that would be as significant, as sufficient as Allah's mercy for me not to go to the hellfire? Do you think that when a man buys me everything I want, gives me whatever I want, will be sufficient as Allah letting me have whatever I want in Jannah? Come on now. There's no way anyone could top the reward of what Allah is going to give us at the end of the days than anything in this dunya. If you're fighting your life, meaning like, fighting the odds, to have this man love you, pay attention to you, sleep with you, you literally throwing your whole life away, your whole beliefs away, you're changing everything about yourself for this person that Allah created, by, mind you, that Allah created, not the man just came out of the woodworks and he's just a man. No, Allah created that man that you're so obsessed with, that you can't seem to get out of your mind. Allah created that man, by the way. Whether that man became a good person or not, that's between him and Allah. But mind you, keep in mind, every time you think you're about to spaz out, every time you think you're obsessed with a man, every time you think you're going to kill yourself over a man, lose your life over a man, lose yourself over a man, mind you, that man was created by Allah. He is just flesh and bones like all of us. But because you're worshiping a man instead of worshiping your God is where you messed up at. When you are constantly thinking about another woman, when you have no business thinking about that woman, is where you lost yourself at. When you start complaining about things instead of being grateful for the things you have already, that's where you lose yourself in life. You always have to realize not everything's a competition. And I get it. We're human beings. We all have that mechanism in us. I want to be better than her. I want to be better than him. But baby, what's with the competition? Why can't everybody just be better for themselves? Quit trying to be better than her. Quit trying to be better than him. Just be better than you was yesterday. That will take you further in life. Quit comparing your lives, because your lives are not as everybody else's. At the end of the day, you're a Somalian. At the end of the day, you're Arabic. At the end of the day, you're Latina. At the end of the day, you're Chinese. At the end of the day, you're African, Black. Like, we all have different colors. We all have different cultures. We all have different lifestyles. So quit comparing everybody to everybody. We are the sons and daughters of Adam and Eve, correct? We all came from the color black. We did not. No, 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 no. No, we're going to stop right there. The first people in this world were dark, black, brown. We all, even me, we all came to this color. Whatever color you look at your hand, whatever color you have right now, it came from a black man. It came from a brown man. And then we descend from those colors. Then we start having our operations from different colors. But the first main color was black. I'm tired of you acting like white people. Jesus was white. Jesus was not white. Peace be upon oh, Jesus. Swat-Allah. Am I saying that right? Yeah. I'm learning. People are teaching me things. But yeah, Jesus was not light skinned. If you read the Bible, if you read the Quran, he said that his hair was like wool. Whose hair is like wool? You know what wool is? Like, like a sheep, like wool. Whose hair is like that? The black people. Their hair goes in the water and you take it out and it still look like dried up, like a little bit of white, little bit of water drops here and there. I would know because when my ex-husband would jump in the pool and drag me, when he used to jump me in the pool with him, and he used to come out the water, his hair looked like it was still dry. No, I mean, like, no shade. I love him. Like, I got love for him, but I'm saying, like, I love my black people is what I meant to say. I have love for my black people because I feel like their whole generation, their whole time they've been on this planet Earth, they just been, looked at like, why does your color look like that? Whole time, all of us don't understand that we came from their color. We came from their color. I need you to all stop acting so high and mighty. Light skins is cute and all. I get it. I'm one of them too. I'm a yellow bone. But dark skins and brown skins, they're my favorite. I love me a brown skin or a dark skin. They are my favorite. I know I'm light skinned with colored eyes, but if somebody were to be like, hey, there goes this guy that's light skinned and he has colored eyes over a guy that's brown skinned with colored eyes, because I do get my brown skin with colored eyes. I don't know how that happens, but I do. I'm always going to choose my brown skins. I don't know why, because I don't know. That's just me, and that's what I like. That's what I'm telling you. Quit comparing your lifestyles with other people. Now, in this type of time that I'm in right now, I am in love with my blacks and browns, but I will be giving a chance to, you know, I like Chinese or an Arabic or something like that, because I realize that, it's good to mix. I don't know about you guys, but I like to mix. I like a mixing pot. I like a melted mixing pot. That's what I like. Okay, I don't like everything to be just one solid color, because in the rainbow, there's not just one solid color. So why the heck would I want a solid just one color? No, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I love me a mixed baby. And the only reason, no shade to my Latinos, I always ask me, hey, how come you never gave us Latinos a chance? And when I did, it was crazy. But, at the moment, like a lot of people would tell me, like, why you're a Latina, why aren't you with your people? Because, like, I've seen Latinos with Latinos and their babies look straight up like a Latino. And not to be rude, I don't want my baby to look like a straight Latino. I want my baby to have a bit of color. I want my baby to have a bit of a different hairstyle. Like my daughter's texture is more curlier than everyone in my family's. My family's got to get perms and stuff just to get close to me as hair color, hair strand. I like that. And no offense, but you know who you are. I might even, consider, like, for example, if I were to be with this Asian dude, you know, and if I were to give him a chance, my babies will come out looking like his father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I need you guys to stop being so small minded and stop being like, you know what? Uh, a Latina that dates blacks or browns is considered dirty, or a Latina that to be hanging out with different communities, whether they're Muslim or Chinese or Arabic, she's not a true, like, bro. I remember women that try too hard to be other cultures. I'm not talking to them fake women. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the women that enjoy being a Latina and mixing their Latina culture with an Arabic culture or with a Chinese culture or with a black culture or with the Somali culture, and it can go on and on. Now that's interesting, because then they'll have both of best worlds. They won't be having a Latina want to be Arabic with the Arabic. You're going to confuse the hell out of them kids. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that be grateful for where you come from. And if you want to mix something, mix it up. But quit trying to be something you're not. Quit trying to. I know I'm Latina. I'm not Arabic at the end of the day. I know I'm Latina. I'm not Somali at the end of the day. I know I'm Latina. I'm not Chinese or Japanese at the end of the day, because I accept what I am. I'm happy. I don't want to change that about me. But once you start losing yourself, you want to be Chinese, you want to be black, you want to be Arabic. Then you want to start changing your face, changing your body, changing your lifestyle. And to the point where, who are you? You don't look like who you used to look like. You're not talking like who you used to be, and you obviously absorbed and overly obsessed over someone else's life, that now you don't even know who you are and where you come from and what you look like, what you truly look like. And that's a sad lifestyle to live, because one day your children, or one day it's going to come out and be like, so you're Arabic, and you're going to be like, yeah, but there's nothing Arabic about you besides what your spouse or your child that's mixed with it. You need to be acceptive of who you are. Once you accept who you are, everything will come into place. And there's nothing wrong with being a Latina with an Arabic, knowing you're a Latina. There's nothing wrong with being with a Latina like me with a Chinese guy, knowing he's Chinese. There's nothing wrong with it. What I'm not about to do is start acting Chinese. I'll speak your language to my future husband, but I'm not about to sit there and be like, oh, I'm Chinese. Like, no, I'm a Latina married to a Chinese. That's different. That's totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just, no shade to my Latinos. Maybe, I might speak it now, but in later on, there could be a Puerto Rican Muslim, or it could be a Spaniard Muslim, or it could be a Dominican Muslim, and be like, hey, you know what? I know you're not into your Latino people, but because they showed me something I never knew, I will take it to consideration. I'd be like, you know what? I never knew that. I never knew that. He's teaching me something new, And mind you, just because they're Latino, I'm always gonna choose my darker side. I don't know. I don't know what it is, you guys. I don't know what it is about light skins. I'm already light skinned. I don't need two light skins. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm already light skinned enough. I already got hazel eyes enough. So for me to mix my race with another light skin with colored eyes, that's gonna be a big one. Not saying that it's not possible. So to every Arabic that has colored eyes, to all the Chinese people that are light skin with colored eyes, to all the people that or not colored, whatever, light skin, don't be discouraged. I'm just trying to tell you that I love me a mixed baby, but who knows? I do not know the future that holds. That I don't want to know, and I don't know. But I'm just trying to explain to you that it's good to mix with other people. It's good to respect other people's beliefs. It's good to respect people's communities. It's good to respect people's cultures. It's a good feeling. Quit trying to take over it or be it and just accept it. That's all I'm saying. Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters. Happy Ramadan. Today is the 8th day of Ramadan. I just prayed Fajr. I missed it this morning. I've been really sad about it. I ain't gonna cap. I've been really sad about it. But, Alhamdulillah. I didn't fast yesterday. I was really sad about that too. But Alhamdulillah, like everything happens for a reason. And now that I feel sad, Allah sees she really cares about me. And now that Allah sees me feeling certain type of way, He'll know what's in my heart. Like, she really is taking this seriously. And it's better for Allah to see that I'm trying than for me not to be caring at all. So like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like and subscribe if you yourself is struggling with your beliefs or with your temptations, because that doesn't mean anything besides that you're human, brother and sister. It means that you're human and you're trying to do better. Do not bash at yourself because someone could be doing it better. Do not bash at yourself because someone's saying it and preaching it better. Always remember, you are your own person. And there's nothing wrong with being you. Quit trying to be everybody else and just be you. You'll go through life a lot easier, and you'll go through life a lot further, because you're not playing anybody's life. You're not pretending to be something else. You are you. And that right there is the key, to know you, to accept you, to be content with yourself. It all starts with you. And I've been saying this for months now. It all starts with you. Quit trying to be like her. Quit trying to be like him. It all starts with you. And try your best to mind your business. I know that sounds crazy and rude for me to almost say, but it's true. Mind your business. Quit worrying about whatever anybody else is going through right now. Even though you might know, even though you hear the rumors, even though you see it for your own eyes, just keep it to yourself. Because you waste time worried about someone else when you could be worried about you. I'm telling you the truth here. Every single day you stalking somebody or obsessed with somebody, you lose time with yourself. You lose time being obsessed with yourself. You lose time of getting to know yourself because you're so focused on someone that is not you. Go focus on you, which is you, your children, your family, you people, you. You'll feel so much better. You owe it to yourself. You've been sitting here giving your time away, your love away, and your life away to people that didn't even deserve you in the first place. Now get back to you. Go heal. If someone broke your heart, your marriage didn't go well, or relationship didn't go well, whether it's friendship, family ship, lovership, it doesn't matter. Go heal. Quit trying to bounce from relationship to relationship. Quit trying to bounce from marriage to marriage. Quit trying to bounce from other people to other people, and just heal. Because what you are looking for is someone to make you feel better. Am I right? Let's be real. If when you're trying to look for someone to make that pain go away, what you're trying to do is be so busy that you don't get to feel and face reality. That's why you keep being busy. You're busy, you're busy, you're busy. So you don't have to face what you're really feeling, what you're really thinking. But that's going to lead, like, that's going to be like poison. It's going to slowly start to spread everywhere in your body until you explode on the wrong somebody because you didn't heal. And you're going to be bleeding on people that had no business or had no, you're going to be bleeding on people that didn't deserve it, all because you didn't heal. So it's very important to heal within this month, to heal within your life, to heal. Or you're going to be bleeding on people that had no business, had they didn't deserve it. And don't think that when you come into someone's life or someone comes into your life, don't think you're the punisher. I'm seeing that a lot these days. Nobody is the punisher. Quit trying to tell people, "Oh, I'm your karma. Oh, I'm the reason. Oh, you found the right one. You got the right one." No. If anything, you're adding on to the baggage that you accepted. You are nobody's punisher, men and ladies and gentlemen. You go into someone's life or someone comes into yours and you see that they have flaws and you're trying to justify them by being their God, by punishing them, telling them to submit, having them run in circles with like a chicken with no head. That doesn't make you a punisher. That's you taking advantage of someone that's broken and that's not healed. You are actually being a deceiver. You are deceiving this person, making them feel like they're loved and wanted, and whole time you're just being you're using them like a vampire, sucking the life out of them. And that's not how you do people. And I'm not trying to bash at anyone here. This is just me talking. This is just me expressing myself. I'm not giving any examples. I'm just speaking freely here. Um, but I just really want everyone to be at peace at this point because it brings me sadness to know that people are not truly healed. They're just killing time. People are not truly in love. They're just trying to prove points to people in the world. People are not really having children because they want to truly have children. They're just having them for the benefits and what it can cause to somebody's life. And it brings me, and also it scares me. Honestly, not scares me, but it worries me. It makes me feel like I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. I don't want it because how you guys portray it, how you guys go about it, how you guys treat your own marriage, how you guys treat your own relationships, how do you guys treat your own kids, how you guys treat your own people. What makes you think you're going to treat me? If I see you the way you're moving with your own kids, I see the way you're moving with your old spouse, with your own relationships, with your own family, with your own job, with your own community, what makes me think what you about to do to me? So be very mindful who you let in your life. If you see a person that is looking like, hey, you know what, I come out from a bad background. I'm actually went and did all this, but you know what? I just need someone to have faith in me. I need someone to believe in me. It sounds really nice, sis. It sounds beautiful, don't it? But as soon as you give that man a chance, he is the complete opposite of what he was. He just told you a sad story so you could pity him and he can make it easier to use you. Be very mindful what you do with your life. Not everyone in that comes into your life is worth saving. And what I mean by that is that some of them could be sent from the shaitan. Some of them could be deceitful. Some of them may not even need help at all. They just needed your money. They just needed your time. They just needed your body. They just needed something from you because you're easy. They could easily have taken it. And that's why I like to make people that get to know me a little difficult. That way I can see your intentions. Everybody is going to go to the easy girls. Everybody's going to go to the easy guys because they're easy. And there's a lot of them. Believe me, a lot. But it takes a real wise man and a real dedicated woman to take their time to a man or woman that represents themselves as not easy. You have to work for my respect. You have to work for my love. And there's nothing wrong with it, because look at you people that do it for free. You give your love away for free. You give your time away for free. And I'm not saying it like in no prostitute way or no transaction way, but think about it for real. You're doing all this for a person that can't even lift a finger for you. And then you cry to your family and friends and say this person's horrible, but you already knew that. You were trying to paint a different picture. That is where you messed up, brother or sister. You were trying to paint a picture of someone that already told you. Maybe they didn't, but their actions will speak louder than their words if you pay attention. And I get it. We all want to be like Bob the Builder. We see something broken, we trying to fix it. But just because it's broken and just because you think it deserves to be fixed, you don't know how it got broken. You don't know why it's broken. And you don't know if it's going to stay broken, even if you give it the love and nurturing that you need. Because sometimes things, and I hate to say so bluntly, some things that are broken cannot be fixed. Don't waste your time fixing things you have no control over. You'll be old and raggedy, and you're going to be wasting and crying. And then you're going to marry some young dude or marry some young woman because you took so much time in the wrong time, in the wrong things. You're going to be like, oh my God, I'm getting so old. Let me just marry whoever. You don't want to marry whoever because your time is running out. You don't want to be in a relationship with whoever because people are making it seem like no one can love you. You don't want to sit here and start having a bunch of kids with somebody because you want to tie them down, or you don't want them to break up, or whatever case may be. But you need to wake up. What's done is done. Quit crying over spilled milk. Quit punishing yourself. And how do you punish yourself? You repeat history with somebody else. So that's you punishing yourself. Instead of healing, instead of crying it out, instead of asking Allah for help, because don't nobody gonna help you better than Allah. Not me, not your mom, not your husband, not your kids, not nobody in this world is going to be able to help you more than Allah. So quit looking for all the answers in his creations and go back to the person that gave it to you. Allah. And there's nothing wrong with being religious. I know we're coming into a place in time where anybody that looks religious looks like a cheapskate. It looks like a ass kisser, like stuff like it just looks like, oh, they're trying too hard. They think they're better than us. Like, for starters, no. Okay, I don't know why you can't hop on this wave with us. Second, why does it intimidate you for the way I love myself and the way I love others, and more importantly, the way I love Allah? How does that make you feel intimidated? How does that make you feel discouraged? How does that make you feel like that? You should have been like, yo, she just did a whole 360 with her life. Who does she think? Like, and I get it, but I think that I could do better. That's what I'm doing. I think I can do better than just turning up and just chilling with I don't know, because what is chilling gonna do anyways? Like, I tell everybody that tries to take me out, what are we gonna do chilling anyways? I'm gonna be in the club looking like this. Like, why am I here? I swear to Allah, there's only a few times I had fun in the club. I can count in my hands how many times I had fun in the club. The majority had to do with my birthday and stuff, or somebody, some type of celebration. But just to go to the club for no reason and just to have fun, oh, that's never been my type of scene. Too many damn people around me, too many people trying to grab me, grind on me, too many people trying to buy me drinks, too many people that are trying to convince me that this is the lifestyle. This ain't no damn lifestyle. This is a bunch of us just lost. And we're all celebrating because we're lost. Let's celebrate because we're lost. Like, come on, turn up the music. Let's grind on each other. Ew. I feel lost. I'm so powerful. That's what it is. I'm too powerful, so I see a club for what it is. A club is kind of like a bunch of lost souls trying to find love in the wrong places. Just like Usher said, trying to find love in this club, because it's true. All those people are looking for their soulmates in a club. All them people are looking for a good time or a one night stand in a club. Everybody is wanting to be touchy touchy in a club. They want it. You get what I'm saying? They want to be skin to skin. That's why they dance on each other. They want to be skin to skin. That's why they sleep with each other. They want to be skin to skin. That's why they showing off all that skin and twerking everywhere. It's just sexual encounters. And I'm not a sexual person. As much as I look this good and as much as my name is Candy, I don't have a lot of sexual encounters. The most sexual encounters I've ever had, it was with one person, was in those 3 years. Like I have never had so much in my life. And it was like every day, to be honest. But even then, it was too good to be true. It was too good. It was every day. It was too good to be true. So I knew this can't be right. Like it's too good. You ever heard some shit? You ever heard something like that? Yeah, I'm on to something. I'm on to something. On to something. We and him would be finished. You'd be like, yo, this is too good. It should be against the law. Wallahi ladim, if Allah SWT, if I'm lying. Me and him, every time we finish, and we do it like I don't even want to talk like that. I'm just saying. Oh my God. Whoa. Let's just say that my real like body encounter was my last relationship. My last real, like, whatever you want to call it. That was like, I never did it so much. I never experienced my body like that. I never understood it, you know? And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was like the best. I ain't gonna cap. But at the same time, that was the shaitan's way of distracting me. Because the shaitan knew she's never experienced this. She's gonna fall for this. She's never experienced it. She never gave a man this type of time, not even her ex-husband. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never been that type of person is what I'm saying. Like never been on that wave. Like everybody is sexually active and they crave it and they want it. I can go 8 months without having it. Like right now, I'm celibate. I'm not getting it in right now. I haven't got it in a few like 2 months, 3 months. I'm celibate right now. I'm cool and I'm gonna keep going. In 2 months, 3 months is gonna go a lot more. And the more I'm celibate, the more I get to feel good. Like I feel like, you know. And then times where I was with my ex and we was getting it in like bunnies, it felt too good. I felt wrong. It felt like, nah, like this is way too good. And it would have been nice if I did, like when he proposed to me and I said yes, it would have felt even better because that would have been my husband I was doing it to. But still, something was off. Something was off. And I'm glad because now that I seen him get married to whoever he decided to, I see it now. I'm like, oh, thank God that would have been me. Everything. Oh my goodness, I dodged a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Just because people could be good in bed or could be bringing outside of you that you never knew existed does not make them your other half, does not make them your soulmate. It just makes them a person that came into your life to show you something. And by me having it like that and me doing it like that for so many years, it did show me something. It showed me that I was more powerful when I was like this. Because the shaitan heard me. Because the shaitan doesn't read minds, you guys. I don't know if I don't know who told you. I don't know what cult, saintist cult told you this. But the shaitan does not read minds. The shaitan listens to what you say. So whatever you say, the shaitan's around listening to you. And everything I was saying when I left my ex-husband, I used to say, oh, I never did it every day with somebody. I never had that 3-4 times in a day or doing it every day. I used to say, oh, I never had a man that walk up to me and smack me in my butt and say, hey, babe. You know, I never had that, you know, because I was so religious. I was so freaking religious. You guys got to understand, I spent my whole life doing this. I spent my whole life doing this. So don't even judge me. What the hell? You guys never even did something like this. Quit judging me. Actually, I don't even care. Whether you do or don't. I just tell you not to so you won't get sins for it. I really don't care if you do. But what I'm saying is that, what else did I say? I used to say, oh, I never went to the clubs like that. I wish maybe my future man, he could take me to the clubs and we can go clubbing together instead of him just going by himself or with girls. I want to go with him. I used to say these things. I'm telling you, the shaitan listened to me very well. He heard every specific detail. And that's when he sent that damn demon my way. But yes, he was like, you know, I used to say, oh, I want to be, you know, with a gangster. Like I never had no bad boy, you know. Well, I kind of did, but not like Like, not from San Diego, you know what I'm saying? Like, from San Diego, you know what I'm saying? Like, from Dago, like, from California. You know, I never been with a California dude. I never been with somebody in my city. I used to say, oh, like, I used to say the craziest things, bro. And the shaitan delivered. He sent that, he sent that person right, like, the next few weeks. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I said more. I think I said, oh, I want hopefully a man that can mentor me, like bring out a side of me, teach me about, and teach me about life, you know, like taxes, you know, just life, bro. And he did. He did. I ain't gonna cap. He showed me a lot about life, you know. But it's like the shaitan heard every single thing, and he sent this person into my life to just knock me off of this. And it worked. It worked, you guys. I couldn't even recognize myself when I looked in the mirror. I just looked like Galo. How do you say Galo? Like, look like a non-Muslim. Like, everything I worked so hard for, it was gone. And I could barely see her with the glisten of my eyes. I could barely see her. I'm like, bro, I don't even wear a hijab. I don't even cover. I don't even pray. I haven't touched the Quran. I haven't walked into a masjid. Like, and despite me struggling with my religion, who I was in those 3 years, I still did Ramadan like how I am right now. I made sure of it. I promise you, Wallah Ladim. I might have not been on it like I am right now, but I used Ramadan. Ramadan was created, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, you are so merciful, Allah SWT. Because if it wasn't for Ramadan, I would have been lost. I would have been freaking lost. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And I don't care if it was the best SCX. I don't care if it was the most exciting toxicity. I don't care about that, because that is after you bust a nut, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? You might think about that all day, like, dang, she made it rain up in here, but it doesn't really change anything, because then you're never gonna be satisfied. I'm trying to explain to you something in this world. You'll never be satisfied, because even with that, thinking that, whoa, him too, we both thought we hit the jackpot. Look at us now. It was never satisfied. So I'm trying to explain to you, don't waste your time trying to be someone you're not, because I was like that. I try to be something I wasn't. I try to be Galo, a non-Muslim, and that's not something I like. I don't like to go to the clubs. I don't like to be having the greatest intimacy if it's not with my husband. I don't like to be sitting here believing in a person that already proved to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. And I knew so well that that wasn't my destiny, because it felt like it. But I could be wrong, because there was times, 2 times to be exact. There was 2 times where Allah did interfere. And I didn't trust in Allah. So that broke me even worse. I didn't trust in Allah. I did not trust in Allah when He tried to convince me, like, all right, but then again, I told you this. Allah will love us so much that Allah will give us things that we don't deserve. Like, for example, this gets me emotional because it's really true. I knew being with somebody like that was wrong, but because my feelings were involved and I was trying a new life and I was trying a new style, I went for it. But also, I know that when I prayed those Ramadans and when Allah saw my intentions, I noticed that Allah is so merciful. He gave me what I wanted, not what I needed. And I remember when I was asking for those other 2 Ramadans, I remember